Hello, everyone. A good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Dear authors and invited guests, welcome to Technical Session 8E. Myself, Zirali Gaur, and this session would be moderated by me. On behalf of Global Knowledge Research Foundation and GIA Scholastic, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the 10th World Conference on Information Communication Systems, Software Security and Sustainability, World S4 2026, London, UK. The 10th edition of the conference is being organized in a hybrid mode. The physical event was held yesterday in London, UK, and the virtual event is being held today through Zoom from 29 to 30th July 2026. I hope you will enjoy the knowledgeable and interactive sessions through the day. In this session, we have a total of 6 presentations. Each presenter will be given 12 minutes for their presentation, 3 minutes for question and answers, and on the 10-minute mark, I will raise a gentle reminder. There is another request that all the participants please stay connected with us till the end closing remarks. If you have any query or any update, please feel free to write to me in the chat box. Just before we start the session, I would like to introduce you all for the session chair, Dr. Harshala Singhne. Ma'am, welcome. Dr. Harshala Singhne is an assistant professor at Symbiosis Institute of Technology, Symbiosis International Deemed University, Nagpur, India. She is an IEEE senior member with the research interests in artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, Internet of Things, IoT, cloud computing, and healthcare analytics. She, activ- she actively contributes to research, innovation, and internationalization initiatives and has served as a reviewer, technical program committee member, and session chair for various national and international conferences. Ma'am, welcome to the session. Would you like to share some words with us before we start?
Thank you so much for a nice introduction about me. With my permission, we can start with the first presentation if the members are there here in the meeting.
Ma'am, you are not audible.
Uh, Now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you for such a nice and wonderful introduction about myself. We can start with the presentation if the members are there in the meeting.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah.
For our first presenter today, we have Hansel Abdullah with the paper title A Comparative Evaluation of LLM Based Discourse Analysis of War Related Media Language. Dear presenter, you may start presenting. Okay, next we have our next presenter is Macum Borrero with the paper title Enhanced Audio Deepfake Detection Using Light Convolutional Neural Networks with Margin Based Loss Functions. Dear presenter, you may start presenting. All right, moving forward. Our next presenter is Ida Bagus with the paper title Sustainable Procurement in Asphalt Mixing Plant Operations, Environmental Innovation Through Gas-Fired Systems, Noise Reduction and Stone Dust Valorization. Dear presenter, you may start presenting.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning and good afternoon. I'm sorry, I apologize in advance as my English is not good. May I say these papers? Okay. Uh, okay, I want to start. Broccoli speak in this journal discussion the process of heavy material, specific asphalt product. This study present empirical case to base into sustainable procurement practice in the AMP. But this berikut Okay. Asphalt mixing plant or AMP managed in PT Jasa Marga Toll Maintenance, like the Kerawang, West Java, Indonesia. By utilizing data from environmental management and monitoring efforts or UKL and UPL, spanning six semester from the first semester one of the 2021 through the first semester of the 2025. The result evaluation the environmental performance of the three integrated innovation. Number one, a gas fire burning with system replacing oil but fuel, diesel fuel. Number two, layer noise dampening technology. And number three, water vapor-based stone dust collecting and processing to obsolescence into infinity soil first time system. Uh, uh, our literature review identifies a significant result gap regard to operational implementation and sustainability procurement criteria. Previous studies have the faster installation on abstract salt and iron pollution and the increased CO level for asphalt combination. Noise generated and asphalt missing playing operation across the externally to dissolve fuel consumption. But thus was the emission and the use the recycle asphalt with addressing the factor comprehensive in the product basis. Uh, this article make for novelty competition to access the literature. Number one is press the first quantity multi-period evaluation assessment of gas freight asphalt mixed frame atau AMP operation Genset Indonesia. But you can look a regulatory from framework over 4 years limited period for semester 1, 2021, one semester 1 to 2025. Number two is provide to sustainable procurement criteria metric or SPCM for AMP process decision incorporating in indicator of air quality, the acoustic environment, and the waste valorization. The number three is conducting a sensitive analysis or for technology security to quality potential emission reduction associated with our layer of the innovation. And number four, it's situation that finding the context of global decarbonization, literature and democracy adequate with the potential to accept existing approach based of life cycle assessment. Identification research gap, number one, gap one for uh, fuel substitution integrated, auto study, auto warning mixed asphalt, and ERP are updated life cycle assessment in the literature. This the substitution for fuel with the natural gas asphalt burning along with the associated emission implication for several pollutant has not been the systematically examination for South Asia, a region with regulatory framework that different significantly for this development or OECD nation. But number gap two, that's a procurement criteria not known for the review LCA and the sustainable procurement framework include noise reduction and the explicit procurement criteria in AMP examination decision. Gap number three, solid waste pipeline for the generation, granite dust, stone, and product processing in asphalt. Mixing plant operation is the significant source with particular method. While private still have the integration the particular called the waste interconstruct material and the AMP stone dust, the combination of eco-friendly concrete with the autonomous for fertilizer result. The characteristic has not yet been documented or the initial peer-reviewed studies. And get number 4, integrated procurement criteria from rock. Actually, there are not published study that population, air quality, noise, and waste polarization and the criteria could based in sustainable problem framework from the asphalt master plan. That has the number 3 for methodology. This is penelitian ini berdasarkan pada studi empiris kasus tunggal longitudinal from the English. This mean the study has the longitudinal signals case this base of empirical environment monitoring data completed with existing LCA and sustainable procurement literature. The single case study approach in the particular application for the cost and AMP, precipitation and a quick unique and the integrate interpretation for 3. This location AMP is a location di Jawa Barat, Luk Jambe. But AMP specification with drum installation and gas fire burning system. Total area is 13 kilometer and operation completed to 24/60 and the gas consumption is common. The environmental parameters and evaluation method include the step emission CO, natrium oxide, oxygen, percentage and layer for gas fluorescence, but emission and quality, meningkat SO, sulfur oxide, natrium oxide, carbon dioxide, and ozone. That timbang problem dalam indoor air quality precaution and area with warehouse is total dust and NO is noise level. This video we as AMP is excuse me for a minute. In the our AMP with the 23 this collection area when these 3 server were absorb CO and noise. 3 that absorb are location around MP. And we also regulated plan increase this number for SSC3. This is we call apa pohon in Indonesian pohon pohon blodokan tiang. This Latin Polythesia longitifolia tree. This tree, the absorb from the CO and open the great vegetation, every carbon, and the single polycyclic. Analysis are conducted in collaboration with independent agricultural laboratory in this refers or complete target of relevance and initial regulated standards. My government regulation in number 5 to 2018 for of the 2021, and keputusan Menteri nomor 13 kalau di bahasa Indonesia, and environment keep or the outdoor noise. This is we use CNG to from burning asphalt, not basic oil, because CNG not uh, effective pollutant. In the primary function of OKL-UPL, legacy instrument service and legal business, and the inventory recruitment and business, operating to obtain the business license from the government. Operation, operational guideline provider concrete with the company provide control and mitigate environment pollutant or degradation with the project area.
Dear
Supervision
presenter,
two.
I'm so sorry to interrupt, but you have crossed the 10-minute mark. Kindly conclude your presentation.
Okay, baik. Dan berikutnya the evaluation noise reduction measure, compression step, and the level project. Evaluation intrinsic evaluation stone this basically does particle and the stone aggregate cross the second and the capture in the control system. This is place to dust to get the pasta in stone most the mattress spread and the consequence that have the for the calcium maximal is displace the dust in the failure to water. And next to use the evaluated ambient quality, a comparison ambient quality comparison this monitoring period and the first semester 2021, the version have been completed. In outset and the American Territorial Velocity. Change in the ambient air quality during the period where the compared against the standard established government regulation number 2022 for evaluation SO2 and O2 COPB and NH3 the level A2S. Berikutnya result this semester efficiency performance the next insurance chemistry method for the gas vehicle combination technical production compared to diesel gas for the from the published MMP efficiency factor and with the air quality monitoring from the air quality up wind and downwind location consulted with demonstrate appreciation with government in regulated number 22 and before of air quality you answer this set ada for the written the for the semester the set of semester one in the 2025 but the noise level result the noise level all doctor area downwind shift or 56 was the 30.2 Nickelodeon limits. The particular predator system displays canopy using the trees. Red trees is called the gelondongan tiang. Trees, bintaro trees, bunga trees, and mahoni trees, and the bamboo use to contribute natural sound and the theater of the 8 to 12. But the analysis and discussion Scientific and emission reductions reduction scenario using for scenario number one the dissolved flame and AMP sebagai baseline, gas fire, and then currents, gas fire environment exceptional, and the gas one mix Dundas reclaim in the composite index terjadi penurunan nilai the result for the result for the decrease in the CO and OX and SO level. Comparison with published in literature, you can see the context, the number 5, GM10 as gas as first AMP is Indonesian SO2 reduce for SIG5 and the 785. The GM10 data above the index gas inter-approval factor, fuel and substantial rank hovers. Whereas the material substance yields a relatively minor and attribution improvement. This phase of characteristics efficiency implementation for procurement decision making. But slide berikut. Theoretical framework and system and application. The base of empirical finding was system little. This study provides the systematic performance of criteria matrix replacement decision making from the performance eco-friendly as per miscellaneous. This kalau bahasa Indonesia itu bisa jadi acuan dalam pembelian AMP. The implication the global contrast industry, the GMT case demonstrate the system value performance criteria as per plan, operation and automatic care as per what can be operation implemented without action regular implementation from the global implication from development misalnya self of the reflect model government and government in the environmental monitoring as mentioned can be used to adapt the national standard in ASEAN, South Asian, African country where road infrastructure acceleration alongside reserve in the urbanization from the equipment manufacturer. The gas fire one of AMP series suppressive performance linear. After the election was SPCM the threshold. SPCM can also serve for the display, suppressive convertment and global manufacturing. From policy maker, the OKL compliance and infrastructure with is the mandatory biennial reporting requirement can focus on cost, effective environmental monitoring. This mechanism could be further development be incorporating SPCM indicator to create a new performance-based performance and the certification system. Better than theoretical contribution in the development of sustainable performance theory. This contributed system performance several was for this the demonstration for common observation fuel. You can see this. Then the second SPCM program was unique model consensus dan operational sensor the supernatural performance principle outlet in ISO 20040. Especially as the into single programmatic in the performance indication the tool like chain. And the third, the standards follow revision process selection measures and template application to soil condition. Create a pathway the circular economy with AMP operation. This is the as well as the GSCG number 9, agricultural sector driven in modernization and economic standards, and SCG number And first, the consistent maintenance economics based balance of our supply flow between rural and the urban areas. Resource limitation and future direction. Resource limitation and future direction. Number one, single operator. The studio was conducted in IMP from Karawang, Indonesia. Multi-set violation across different climate zone. Regulation contract and IMP tips. Tapers in the request and stabilization and vulnerability feature and studies after the SPCM and remix. Across Central Asia, Africa, and South Africa regulation, we are what inflation demand and air quality concept of upward. And number two, quantification of soil fertility with the stone dust. The present study did not quality user of any soil and microbial activity. Measure the agricultural benefit on stone dust verification. Polarification. Controlled agronomic trial measure field pH change and the improvements crop yield products in mineral uptake due stone dust application. So B considered future studies for fertilization was the characterization. In the number three, left cycle carbon accounting, the analysis in the limited form the operation emission on scope one, aspect pattern and of life analysis and full scope one and kecil SCL, gas extraction per people and transmission need to any comprehensive claim about the carbon footprint comparison accord probability based NCL guidance. And number four, temperature variable of the nose. Sound measurement were registered at set monitoring point every 6 months. Additional acoustic profile in the from acoustic noise for monitoring surrounding and time for production at peak work ultimately profit or more provides a picture. Number five, hydrogen fuel transition. Since the construction industry has begun to transition toward hydrogen as next-generation fuel, attentive research to hydrogen fire MP burning frequency and emission performance with the SPN framework will be the wild in the future of this here simple overview the ampersand. You can see the dust, the shine opportunity, acoustic barrier, the gas burning system, and etc. Thank you. This presentation. I'm sorry, my English not good. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have any questions?
Yes, a nice presentation, Dr. Hishla. So, on your result slide number 20, you have just shown the presentation related to work from 2016, 15, and 12. So, in between 2016 to 26, no such work for this procurement has been done. Hello, Kripala.
Hello.
Hi, yeah. I had one question, from slide number 20, result comparison. So there were that the result has been presented from 2016, 16, and 12. So in between 2016 to 2026, some kind of problem has not been solved for this procurement of this. Rally go, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm, Can I go to the next presentation because Ms. Dupana is going to give response on this?
Yes, okay.
Yeah, sure.
Up next, we have Kossi Blaze with the paper title The Academic Visibility Pipeline Model Explaining Scholarly Visibility Beyond Research Production. Dear presenter, you may start presenting. Dear presenter, you are muted.
Oh, give me. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Uh, can I start?
Yes, sir, you may start presenting.
Okay. Sorry for the delay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay. Um, Academic visibility has become a growing priority, especially in emerging research ecosystem, because it enables the discovery of research. It expands the possibility, the opportunity of funding and collaboration. It also uh, strengthens institutional reputation and increases uh, social or technical uh, uh, research impact. Publishing and producing and publishing research article is necessary. However, they do not automatically make research discoverable. They do not also make, they do not correctly, they do not make research correctly attributable and visible. We argue that academic visibility emerged through a coordinated social technical pipeline. In this presentation, we introduce the academic visibility pipeline model and illustrate its explanatory value through the Guinea research ecosystem. I'm Dr. Kosi from the Crick Institution in Guinea. We greet you and thank you for the opportunity. Our presentation follows 4 steps. Our motivation, the research gap. We introduce the academic visibility pipeline model first as a pipeline and then as a complete architecture. We then illustrate the model through the Guinea research ecosystem, and then we conclude with the implication and take-home message. Why a pipeline model? We will say the advantages associated with visibility has made visibility a hot topic, an important topic, especially in emerging research ecosystem. However, the discussion revolves around how quality research, funding, building new infrastructure, people, especially policymakers, do not see visibility from actors' perspectives, from process perspectives. They also do not think of capitalizing on existing and tested infrastructure. Also, existing studies explain bibliometrics, metadata, persistent identifier, repositories, indexing systems. But all is done without thinking of a holistic view, an integrated process that can help, especially people from emerging research ecosystem to use a low-cost strategy to achieve visibility. Now we will introduce our model. The academic visibility model that we propose start with represent visibility as a part. That start with research production. That's the first step. After the research production, we see metadata structuring. That follow with scholarly indexing, identity affiliation aggregation, dissemination discovery, academic visibility, and algorithm amplification. Here we should understand that no stage, because we have 7 stages here, and no stage is efficient by itself. When it comes to the architecture includes the pipeline, the 7 stages, but also add the actors and the existing infrastructure that is necessary to achieve the visibility. And here there is the notion of cascading failure. Cascading failure that says that failure in any stage can propagate downstream and reduce visibility. From the architecture, you can see architecture reveals that visibility is collaborative. All actors are needed, and we can use existing structures to achieve, visibility. Our model, use 3 principles that rely on proposition. We have formation, enablers, and dynamics. And for formation, visibility emerges through successive stages. That means research production alone is not sufficient. Enablers, social technical coordination in interoperability. Actors and digital infrastructure enable pipeline progression. And dynamics, that failure propagate, successes also propagate. Our model explains how academic visibility is formed, supported, disrupted. Our implication, and illustration and implication. We use our model and the Guinea ecosystem, research ecosystem. And our model explains visibility bottleneck through measurable evidence. From 54 institutions, it comes that only 10 institutions are integrated with raw and open ALEX. For researchers, only 44% don't have ORCID account, and more than 70% have incomplete ORCID account. For research access, we use the platform Research for Life to access the 54 institutions. We reveal that only 10 institutions are using this platform. One of the central mechanisms of our model is cascading failure. That means small upstream deficiency can produce large downstream visibility losses. That means each actor have to do what should be done, like participate in the process of visibility. Why our model matters? Our model provides process-oriented explanation of academic visibility, offers six proposition helps institutions identify and address visibility bottleneck, support evidence-based strategy to achieve visibility. Our model bridges theory and practice by explaining, diagnosing, and improving academic visibility. Our take-home message: academic visibility is produced through a coordinated pipeline, not by publication alone. The academic visibility pipeline model helps us understand that academic visibility is formed, supported, disrupted, amplified. It provides a practical foundation for improving research across emerging research ecosystem. Thank you. I'm open for questions.
Thank you for that presentation. Do we have any questions?
Yeah, thank you. Nice presentation, and the nice topic is to look for this visibility in the academics. Okay, thank you. Can move to the next participant.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Dear presenter, you may stop presenting your screen now.
Is it finished?
Yes, sir.
Oh, can I stop?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Next, we have Yue Nguyen with the paper title Vietnamese Aware Prompt Optimization for Large Language Model Based Text Summarization. Dear presenter, you may start presenting.
Yeah, I will present my work. Thank you. Yeah. Could you see my slide clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning, everyone. I am Nguyễn Ngọc Duy from the Post and Telecommunications Institute of Technology in Vietnam. I'm happy to present my work on prompt optimization for Vietnamese text summarization using LLMs. LLM has done amazingly well in many NLP tasks, and summarization is no exception. It helps people quickly grasp large volume of text. But more research so far has focused on English or other high-resource language. Vietnamese, despite a growing role in digital service, hasn't received much attention. In our study, we asked a simple question: can we improve Vietnamese summarization just by turning prompts without touching the model itself? We aim to build a lightweight, practical solution that is easy to apply in real-world settings. Let me start with why we are doing this. Models like GPT-4, Claude, and Gemini are great summarizing, but mostly for English. Vietnamese, however, is low resource and has unique trail like tone, strict word order, and compound expressions. So LLM often rather summarize that are repetitive, or even incorrect. Fine-tuning on Vietnamese data work, but it expensive and need a lot of data and GPUs. That's why we are trying to like the approach, improving summarization just by optimizing prompts. Our work is driven by one key passion. So our work is driven by one key passion. 10 well-designed prompts involve Vietnamese summarization without changing the model at all. With no prompt engineering can save LLM output, but there has been little research on Vietnamese summarization specifically. Basic prompt often don't give enough direction, leading to repetitive, inconsistent, or unusual summarize. So instead of modifying the model, we explore whether smarter prompt can guide LLM to produce better summarize, Vietnamese summarize. This approach is appealing because it's cheap, easy to deploy, and work with existing commercial APIs. Our work makes three main contributes. First, we propose a prompt optimization framework tailored specifically for Vietnamese summarization. Second, we test several top LLMs, GPT-4, Claude 3, Gemini 1.5, and 4 GPT, alongside Vietnamese Python model like VG5 and PAC4. Third, we evaluate our approach using both automatic metrics and human judgment. Since our method doesn't require retraining, it's efficient and practical for organizations with limited compute resources. Overall, we saw that prompt engineering alone can be an effective adaptation strategy for low-resource languages. This slide shows how our framework works. We start with Vietnamese document from the benchmark dataset and generate summarize using the baseline prompt. Those summarizes are then evaluated across multiple quality metrics to spot weakness like missing info, redundancy, hallucination, or poor fluency. Based on that, we refine the prompt with extra instruction, linguistic content, or role description, then generate new summarize. This loop continue until improvement level up. Keep on. The model itself never changes throughout the entire process. For our experiments, we use the COV dataset, which include 1,215 Vietnamese customer opinion with 2,193 aspect level reviews. The cover 7 key vehicle aspects: safety, engine, price, interior performance, and overall. We compare both Vietnamese Python model and modern LLMs. Commercial models are accessed via their official APIs, while for GPT run locally with fit setting to keep things fair. Our own model optimized from consistently with baseline ones. GPT with our optimized from perform best overall. Roots out jumped by about 8.7% compared to the baseline, and birth score also improved, showing better semantic alignment with reference summarized. Based upon the gain come without any model tweak or fine-tuning. This confirms that prompt engineering alone can meaningfully boost Vietnamese summarization. The human evaluation confirmed the finding obtained from automatic metrics. GPT-4 with optimized prompt received the highest score in fluency, coherence, and factual accuracy. Participants consistently report that optimized summaries are more natural and contain fewer factual errors. We also conducted an application study to understand the contribution of each prompt component. Removing factual contents reduced factual accuracy by approximately 7%. Removing the role that decreased fluency and coherence by about 5 to 8%. Elimination feels not some example also reduce the rules performance. The observation demonstrates that every component of our prompt design contributes positively to overall summarization quality. We avoid appending fine-tuning altogether. Instead of retraining, user can improve summarization just by tweak prompts using the same LLM APIs they already have. That means simple deployment and lower cost. But it's not perfect. Prompt optimization helps, but it doesn't fully eliminate hallucinations. Outputs can still vary depending on how you play things, and relying on commercial APIs that add ongoing growth and makes result harder to reproduce consistently. There are a few things we want to dig into. One is integrating RAG to make the output more factually reliable. We are also keen on automate prompt optimization and putting together some proper Vietnamese evaluation benchmarks. Ultimately, within the direction, we will make prompt optimization more practical and useful for a wider range of Vietnamese LLM tasks. To wrap up, we propose a Vietnamese-aware prompt optimization framework for LLM-based summarizations. Our results show that well-graphed from consistently improve quality across multiple models, putting both automatic, magic, and human scores without any retraining. We believe this right-way approach offer a practical solution for Vietnamese and other low-resource language where fine-tuning is still costly and challenging. Thank you very much for our attention. I simply appreciate your time, and I would be happy to answer any questions.
Yeah, yeah. Nice presentation. I have one question that this like the hallucination problem is still existing with the Vietnamese, we can say, or with the English also. So this is what the challenge is, that how your optimized prompt is dealing with this hallucination. Up to certain extent, you must have solved this. So how it is handling with this?
I'm sorry, could you write your question?
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Dear presenter, you may stop presenting your screen now. Dear presenter, you may stop presenting your screen now. Okay, next we have T in Zhao with the paper title Wikicrop AI, an intelligent data processing and machine learning engine for open agriculture knowledge and platforms. Dear presenter, you may start presenting.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Do you see my presentation?
Not yet, sir.
No.
No.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Dao. I am from Cần Thơ University. Today, I am very happy to present our paper titled on intelligent data processing and machine learning engine for open agriculture knowledge. I will divide my presentation into four parts. We will start with introduction. Next is the methodology. Then we will share the result and discussion, and we will finish with conclusion. In the Mekong data, we have a big challenges. This is agriculture data is highly fragmented and unstructured. It's very hard for farmer and researchers to find correct information. To solve this problem, we develop Wikicrop. This is platform for people to share and find real information. It focuses on crop variety and farmer method. In Wikicrop, the most important module is Wikicrop AI. It turns data to useful knowledge. Wikicrop AI have three models. The first is agriculture notebook. This collect different type of data and it use Rust architecture to process them. The second is Wikilab model. This is the coding lab in your web browser. You don't need to install anything. It helps you to run machine learning model easily. Third is data analyst model. This is no code tool. It's designed for non-experts to analyze data easily. Now, let's look the Accenture notebook. This work in 3 simple steps. First, it collects many types of data, such as video, audio file, and web-based and text file. Then it applies chunking and embedding, and then sell to Chroma database. Second, it uses Rust model and Llama to search the information. Final, it write clear and high quality article and submit them to Wiki. Next is the Wikilab model. It's used Jupyter Lab right in the browser. You can run code directly without download data from Wiki. It helps local users use AI even without strong computer. And the final model is data analyst model. As you can see in this diagram, this model works in 4 steps. First, it's load data. Second, it's clean the data and remove error. Then, it run machine learning. User can choose classification, regression, or clustering algorithm. Final, it show result and charts. Now, let's look the result. First, we test the agriculture notebook. We check the data ingression accuracy. The result is very good. Accuracy is over 80%. Next, we check the gas reliability. The system automatically write article from raw data. The claim recall score is 0.92. This provides that our system avoid AI hallucination. Finally, we test the data analyst module with 22 soybean cultivar. We use 15 features from Wikicrop. The system group them directly in the browser. It helps a farmer choose the best signal for reading. To conclude, our system have 4 main values. First, infrastructure. Wikicrop AI connect agriculture data in the Mekong data. Second, reliable data. Our Rust model relay accuracy knowledge and stop AI hallucination. Third, easy to use. We provide no-code tool that run directly in the browser. Final, real impact. This system have a local expert file that mascot for limit gains. For our future work, we have three main goals. First, load balancing. We will make the system faster than many people use it. Second, we will use AI to detect something from image. Finally, knowledge graph. We will connect all data about crop and weather together. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Do we have any questions?
No, can move to the next.
Thank you so much, presenter. You may stop presenting your screen now.
Thank you very much.
Now I would like to call Hansel Abdullah with the paper title A Comparative Evaluation of LLM-Based Discourse Analysis of War-Related Media Language.
Hello.
Dear presenter, you may start presenting.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jansel Abdullah, and I am assistant professor at the Burgas State University in Bulgaria. Today, I will present our study entitled Comparative Evolution of LLM-Based Discourse Analysis of War-Related Media Language. The study examines how large language models can support the analysis of the war-related media discourse and how their outputs compare under controlled conditions. Authors and affiliations. This study was conducted by researchers from two Bulgarian universities, the University of Plovdiv, Paisi Hilendarsky, and Burgas State University, Professor Dr. Asen Zlatarov. The authors are Jansel Abdullah, Stanka Hadjikoleva, Emil Hadjikolev, Iliana Ivanova, and Elitsa Dubarova. Introduction. Our starting point is that language is not neutral. In media text, especially those related to war, language participates in the construction of social reality. It influences how events are interpreted, how social actors are represented, and how distinctions such as us and them are formed. War-related discourse, therefore, does more than report events. It can legitimize or delegitimize actions, constructs images of enemies, victims, and defenders, and shape public attitudes towards conflict. Research context. Such discourse operates throughout military vocabulary, ideologically loaded expressions, metaphors, binary oppositions, and theoretical stragures. Manual discourse analysis, however, is complex and time-consuming. It requires linguistics expertise, contextual knowledge, and sensitivity to implicit meanings. This creates a need to examine whether LLMs can support the process in a reliable and analytically meaningful way. Research aim and questions. The main aim was to evaluate and compare the quality of discourse analysis generated by GPT 5.2, Gemini 3 Pro, and Cloud Sonnet 4.5 under identical conditions. The study addressed two research questions. First, are there systematic differences in the quality of discourse analysis generated by different language models under identical input conditions? Second, which model demonstrates the highest level of enrichment with expert evaluation of high-quality discourse analysis? The study also contributes a structured framework for evaluating LLM-based discourse analysis. Theoretical framework. The theoretical framework is based in discourse analysis, which treats language as a form of social practice. From this perspective, language does not simply describe reality. It also constructs meanings, identities, and power relations. The framework is guided by four principles. Contextually links meanings to the communicative and social context. Ideological loading concerns the way discourse represents values, identities, and social actors. Functionality focuses on the roles performed by linguistic units. Finally, multidimensionality requires analysis at lexical, semantic, and pragmatic levels with attention to metaphors and discursive strategies. Evolution framework. The evolution framework consists of 7 criteria: lexical unit extraction, semantic classification, functional analysis, thematic glossary construction, metaphor analysis, discursive strategies, and genre identification. Together, the criteria assess both formal accuracy and interpretative adequacy. They examine whether relevant units are identified, organized into meaningful categories, and interpreted as in relation to their functions, ideological meanings, metaphors, and genre characteristics. Methodology and research work-off. The study followed a comparative empirical design and a structured 8-stage workflow. It began with theoretical principles and evaluation criteria and continued through prompt development, model and text selection, generated analysis, experts evaluation, and comparative analysis. Using the POW platform, three separate war-long configurations were created. The same analytical prompt and the same corpus of 10 Bulgarian language media texts were applied to the three models. Each model analyzed all 10 texts, producing 30 analyses in total. The outputs were evaluated by a single expert, a linguist with experience in discourse analysis, using a structured 28-item questionnaire. All items were rated on the 5-point Likert scale, and mean scores were calculated for each criterion and for each model overall. Corpus models and evaluation. The corpus included the 10 Bulgarian language media texts from several journalistic genres, including news reports, opinion pieces, features, and analytical articles. The war in Ukraine predominated, with additional text on Israel, Palestine, and Sudan. The texts were selected purposefully because they contained military and evaluative vocabulary, metaphors, historical analogies, binary oppositions, and diverse ideological strategies. The aim was analytical relevance rather than statistical representatives. Examples of war-long generated analysis. This experts illustrates different stage of common analytical protocol. GPT 5.2 is shown performing lexical unit extraction. Gemini 3 Pro analyzing discursive strategies, and Cloud Sonnet 4.5 providing semantic classification. The examples are illustrative rather than direct comparison, and the original outputs are in Bulgarian. Overall results. The overall results show that all three models generated structured and terminologically consistent analysis, but clear difference emerged. Cloud Sonnet 4.5 achieved the highest overall score, 3.76. GPT 5.2 followed with 3.60, while Gemini 3 Pro received 3.21 and showed greater variability across the criteria. These results indicate that all three models can support discourse analysis, but they differ in imperative depth, consistency, and contextual sensitivity. Illustrative linguistic phenomena.
Dear presenter, I'm
Yes.
sorry to interrupt, but you have crossed the 10-minute mark. Kindly conclude your presentation soon.
Okay. Illustrative. The corpus also contains striking examples of evaluative, ideological, and metaphorical language, comparative performance across criteria, discussion and eliminated discussion on limitations. The findings show that LLMs are useful in structured stages such as lexical extraction, semantic organization, and preliminary interpretation. However, they are less reliable when meanings are implicit, ironic, identically complex, or genre-dependent. Solution and future work. The study provides clear answers to the research questions. Systematic difference were observed under identical conditions, and Cloud Sonnet 4.5 demonstrate the closest alignment with expected evolution. LLMs can support discourse analysis, particularly in the structured states, but should not be treated as standalone analysis. The findings support a hybrid approach that combines computational efficiency with human interpretative experience. Thank you for attention.
Thank you so much. Do we have any questions?
Yes, Ranshul, a nice presentation. Still, your LLM model, they are giving you the result, but still it requires the human intervention so that it really can be manipulated as the information it has been to be. At the last slide, you indicated that the human expertise is also required. The model itself not able to.
I can hear the questions clearly on my end. Can
It's not
you write them?
Not a question, but I just wanted to let you know that still your model is doing the thing, but still human intervention. Like you, lastly, you have just mentioned that human expertise is also needed along with the machine model, whatever is being generated and connected.
Answer the question.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, we can move to the next presentation, Sonali.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, I think there is a language issue, like whatever I am trying to discuss. We are facing some language problems.
Now we have Macomborero with the paper title Enhanced Audio Deepfake Detection Using Light Convolutional Neural Networks with Margin-Based Loss Function. Dear presenter, you may start presenting.
Sorry, someone else is presenting, so I can't share.
Yes, sir,
Okay.
please share.
Enhanced audio defect detection using light convolutional neural networks with margin-based loss functions. The co-author of this paper is Professor Dane Brown. I'll begin by introducing the problem and our proposed framework before presenting the experimental results, discussing the findings, and concluding with future work. Now, imagine receiving a phone call from your CEO asking you to urgently transfer money. The voice sounds very authentic, but it was never your CEO. It was an audio deepfake. As speech synthesis technology becomes increasingly accessible and realistic, such attacks are enabling fraud, impersonation, and the rapid spread of misinformation. Detecting synthetic speech has therefore become a critical cybersecurity challenge. Traditional approaches have shown vulnerability to modern neural speech synthesis, while even deep learning-based systems often fail when confronted with spoofing attacks they have never encountered before. This raises an important question. How can we improve the robustness of countermeasures against previously unseen attacks? Existing audio deepfake detectors can broadly be divided into traditional machine learning and deep learning approaches. Early systems relied on handcrafted acoustic representations, such as the linear frequency spectral coefficients, combined with classifiers such as Gaussian mixture models. Now, LFCCs are particularly useful because they preserve high-frequency information, where synthetic speech artifacts are often more prominent. However, traditional approaches depend heavily on manually designed features and struggle to generalize as synthesis methods become increasingly advanced. More recent deep learning approaches, including light convolutional neural network-based detectors, learn task-specific representations directly from the input features and have achieved substantially better performance. However, modern neural approaches still face challenges when encountering unseen spoofing techniques. This motivates our investigation into whether improving feature discrimination through margin-based loss functions, together with frequency-based augmentation, can improve LCNN generalization. The proposed pipeline begins by pre-processing the speech signal before extracting LFCC spectrograms, which serve as inputs to the LCNN model. Importantly, the network architecture remains unchanged throughout this work. Our contribution lies in improving how the model is trained through advanced training strategies, which I'll introduce next. We investigate two training strategies. The first being replacing traditional softmax with margin-based loss functions, asoftmax and cosface, which aim to encourage the network to learn a more discriminative feature space. Asoftmax extends the conventional softmax loss by introducing an angular margin between the classes rather than only learning to separate genuine and spoof samples. It actually aims to encourage the model to learn more discriminative angular boundaries between the feature space. Cosface follows a similar principle but introduces an additive cosine margin. By enforcing a larger separation between the classes while maintaining a compact intraclass features, Cosface aims to produce more robust representations that generalize better to unseen attacks. The second strategy is to utilize Frick Augment, which is a data augmentation technique that randomly masks contiguous frequency bands during training. And this prevents the model from depending on narrow spectral artifacts and encourages learning more general spoofing characteristics. All of the experiments used the ASV spoof 2019 logical axis dataset, which is a dataset comprised of training and development sets that utilize 6 known attacks, and the evaluation set features 7,355 genuine and 63,882 spoofed utterances from 67 previously unseen speakers. The spoof samples are generated using 13 previously unseen attacks in the evaluation set, making it ideal for assessing zero-shot generalization. Speech was converted into 60-dimension LFCC spectrograms that serve as inputs to every LCNN model used. Using such a common dataset and feature representation ensured that any performance differences were strictly due to the proposed training strategies. 4 LCNN models were evaluated in our experiments. Model 1 is the baseline, which used a softmax. Model 2 extends this baseline by incorporating Frick Augment during training. Model 3 replaces a softmax with cosface, and Model 4 combines both cosface and Frick Augment and represents the proposed system. I'll start off the results by comparing the proposed LCNN against the traditional LFCC GMM baseline. On the development set, which represents the known attacks. Model 1 achieved an equal error rate of 0.12%, substantially outperforming the LFCC GMM baseline at 2.71%. More importantly, on the evaluation set, which contains the 13 previously unseen attacks, Model 1 maintained this advantage, achieving 7.63% compared to 8.09 for the LFCC GMM. Replacing a softmax with COSFACE, as shown in Model 3, reduced the evaluation set equal error rate from 7.63% to 6.76%, while also reducing false negatives by 56.5%. This indicates that COSFACE learns a more discriminative and consistently separated feature space. We also found that freq augment behaved very differently depending on the loss function. When paired with a softmax, which is in Model 2, performance deteriorated, suggesting that frequency masking may actually remove useful information when the feature space is not sufficiently discriminated. However, when combined with COSFACE and Model 4, freq augment became an effective regularizer, producing the best overall performance with an equal error rate of 5.40%. This synergy between COSFACE and freq augment represents the principal finding of this work. And this figure presents how Model 4 performs against the 13 unseen attacks in the ASV spoof evaluation set. Model 4 performed strongly across most unseen attacks, particularly in A07, A09, and A16, where the equal error rate consistently stayed below 1%. The notable exception, however, was in attack A17, where the ER increased substantially. Because A17 relies on direct waveform modification, it produces fewer spectral artifacts for LFCC features to capture, thus highlighting an important limitation of feature-based approaches. And these observations naturally lead into a broader discussion of the proposed approach, where three observations emerge. The first key observation is that the choice of the loss function has a significant impact on performance. Replacing a softmax with COSFACE consistently reduced the equal error rate, suggesting that a stronger feature separation improves robustness to unseen spoofing attacks. Second, freq augment alone did not improve performance, but when combined with COSFACE, it produced the strongest results. This suggests that augmentation strategies are most effective when paired with a model capable of learning discriminative feature representations. Lastly, although the proposed model improved overall generalization, performance degraded significantly on attack A17, which relied on waveform level manipulation rather than additional synthesis artifacts. And this shows that such attacks introduce artifacts that magnitude-based substrate features such as the LFCC cannot easily detect. Now, comparing with the leading ASV spoof 2019 systems, our lightweight LCMN achieved competitive performance while outperforming several traditional and ensemble approaches. These results demonstrate that carefully selected training strategies can significantly improve lightweight architectures without increasing model complexity. In conclusion, combining COSFACE with freq augment produced the most robust LCMN, improving generalization across the majority of unseen attacks. However, the results against attack A17 highlight the need for richer feature representations, and future work will therefore investigate raw waveform models such as the RONES2, phase-aware feature representations, and temporal attention mechanisms for variable length processing. Thank you for your attention, and once again, I'd like to thank the World S4 Organizing Committee for giving me a wonderful opportunity to present our paper at this conference.
Thank you so much. Do we have any questions?
No questions. Sirali ma'am, you can take next one.
Okay. Thank you so much. With that, it was our last presentation. I would sincerely like to thank our authors for their excellent presentations and contribution in this session, and all our participants for being a part of this international conference. I hope this session was informative enough. We, on behalf of the whole team, thank you for the support during the 10th version and all the previous 9 versions of the conference. We will be happy to have you in the 11th version in 2027. All the presenters would be getting their digital certificates through email within 2 working days. The publication will be live within 7 to 8 months. Kindly cooperate with the team of World S4 2026. I would also like to thank our session chair. Thank you so much, ma'am. This is a small token of appreciation from the team of World S4
Thank you.
2026 Global Knowledge and Research Foundation and partners.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Do you have anything you would like to share with us today before we end the session?
Yeah. Just a second. Yeah, I just want to thank all the presenters, those who have presented the recent trends and the works which have been there with their specific domain of interest. Like mostly we have seen with the LLM and current eras of this machine learning and deep learning, and they are trying to solve the problems with this machine learning for the various application areas, that is one agriculture or some or the other way of application. So definitely some research can be come up with as a further fundings and all kind of collaboration we can see with this different kind of research paper they have presented today. So that's all from my side, and congratulations to all the presenters, those who have presented. And thank you for the organizing team also for giving me this opportunity to be at the session here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your valuable presence.
Yeah,
Now, I would like to request everyone to switch their cameras on for a virtual snapshot. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care and stay safe.
thank you.